Hello and welcome to Conspiracy Boulder.
You're not a boulder, you're a rock!
Welcome to Conspiracy Boulder News. Today we feature an opinion piece by our very own CFO, David the Angry CPA. David was complaining all morning about the European refugee challenge. While we don't necessarily find accountants engaging, David's analysis had some interesting points. So, instead of relaying David's thoughts, we decided to give him the floor. It's all yours, David.
Thank you, Anne. Can you hear me?
David the Angry CPA, are you there?
Am I on the air?
Yes, David, you're on the air.
Okay, thank you, Anne. I have been watching the European refugee crisis unfold and here are my thoughts. Sorry, but as an accountant, a bean counter, I need to number my points. Point number 1. What's up with the name, refugee? Really, why is the old-fashioned media calling these folks refugees? They sure aren't acting like refugees. Instead of seeming grateful to have escaped the horrors of their homelands, and asking nicely for assistance, they seem to feel entitled to being saved. They are demanding a fast turnaround, even though they showed up very unexpectedly and uninvited. What's that about? Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, called them, quote, illegal migrants and terrorist activists. End quote. Maybe that's too harsh, but at a minimum, they are intruders. Point number 2. If these intruders are truly seeking refuge, why are they so unwilling to follow the procedures of their life-saving hosts? It seems clear to me that they have no regard for following any local customs or laws. They are just doing as they please, plowing through the countryside, disregarding authorities, police, and not respecting the property of the people whose country they are trespassing across. Show no respect, get no respect. Point number 3. And this one makes me really angry. Yeah, I get it. These people suffered in their homelands. But does that allow them to go to a foreign country and cause havoc and mayhem? Many of these people are increasingly violent and disruptive. They are regularly fighting, and throwing rocks, and stones, and sticks, and bricks, and who knows what else, at the people and police trying to maintain order in the countries they are trespassing through. What's that about? Ludicrous. Just imagine. What if a family in the next town had to abandon their home due to a hostile home invasion? And they decided to walk all the way into my town, break down fences and push past the police. And then decided to force their way into my home, and started living on my living room floor. And then complain I didn't welcome them properly. And criticize me for not having enough food for their dietary needs. And then be angry that I wasn't prepared for their arrival. And start breaking some of my stuff. Menacing my family. Well, there is no way these intruders would be allowed to stay. Just saying. Well, that's pretty much how I see the European crisis. I can't see how the intruders can be allowed to stay. It is clearly impossible to do all the necessary background checks. Might as well open up an ISIS satellite office. Seriously. When I fly, US Homeland Security checks me out, often inside and out, and often hassles me. Think about it. And now hundreds of thousands of people from some really bad, known terrorist areas, are just allowed to march into various countries. No security checks? Seriously. You know this won't end well for anyone.
Well, thank you for your opinion, David the Angry CPA. Conspiracy Boulder News will return after this break.